Greetings and salutations, my fellow Entropians and future Entropians. Yes, that's right. Today we are going to be devoting this lovely stream to the new players of Entropia. Alright, I don't know if you guys know this, but here recently I've been running around Camp Icarus, giving people rides to Boreas and this, that, and the other thing. And I've started a society. It is called the Cult of Lorespade. Yeah, I know. Sorry. But, I mean, still. So, I decided to basically make a short video, or maybe it's going to be long, I don't know. We're recording it live right now on YouTube, so just make something to maybe help some of the new players out and stuff like that. I think right now we are right by this thing. If I'm not mistaken, this is where people start out nowadays. I'm not quite sure. There sure is a lot of new people around here. But of course, you're gonna come off this, and most of the new players are not gonna know what to do. And for you older entropians, I know a lot of people that are really nice to all the new players and stuff like that, and that's great. There's a lot of people out there that will be your mentor if you're new or anything like that. But there's some other things that you might need to know, such as, well, the auction house is a great place. Let's just be real. The auction house is a great place, but whenever you're first starting out, I would totally not worry about buying much of anything. Of course, you're going to be wondering, oh, how do I get ammo or this, that, and everything. And there's missions that you can do to get a little bit of ammo. But, honestly and truthfully, hey, it's Boogeyman. What's up? Honestly and truly, you might want to deposit a little bit of money. I know some people don't like to deposit, but I'm just saying there is a starter pack in the Entropia Universe web shop. Link in the description below. The starter pack gets you started. It really does. It keeps you hunting. It keeps you doing stuff you don't have to worry about. I'd recommend the platinum. That's $75 though. But the gold is only $30, so that's a plus. You get some nice armor. I'd recommend doing something like that above most of anything else. Now, of course, you're gonna want to participate in the missions, and I guess there's a gauntlet thing right here, and there's other missions and stuff like that. I guess these guys give them, and of course there is this lovely gentleman up here that gives a free gun. It's a very economical gun too. All right. That being said, if you really want to get into some of the better missions and stuff like that, you're gonna have to head over to Port Atlantis, I believe. I do believe, and we're gonna head there right now. Chris William is up in the chat. What is going on? And it looks like we got a lot of viewers right now automatically. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys. Thanks for coming. All right, let's see. Port Atlantis is right here, so we're gonna dip on out. Everybody's saying hi, everybody. All right, so we're gonna go here, and I'm not quite sure where it is actually at. It looks like we got right in front of the mall. That's kind of okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's quest terminal thingies somewhere over here. I think it's maybe upstairs. I guess this is one of the teleporters right here. Yeah, we're taking the long way around, guys, but very important stuff. I guess it's kind of important to know exactly where to go. So we're just going to walk through and do it, and blah, blah, blah. I know. I'm horrible today. But like I said, I started up a society called the Cult of Lorespade. If anybody is interested in joining up, I'll take anybody, especially those that want to help new players. I find that to be priority number one. Because let's just face it, guys, if this is a real cash economy, you get new players in and they understand things about how everything works, then we're all going to benefit from that, especially if they are going to be depositors. Then that's more money floating around in either the loot pool or the economy itself. So that's kind of important, and I think maybe we went down or went too far up. I know it's around here somewhere. I know that there's actually a quest giver somewhere too. I think I found it. I think I found it. All right, here we are. Yes, absolutely. It looks like the hunting challenge brokers right here, and I guess that's for the iron puny creatures and stuff like that. But got the daily mission terminals and get all that stuff. And I guess there is a mining terminal as well, so you can pick up any and all of these if you so wish. Mining is really important because it is kind of like more of the backbone of the whole system, really, for crafting. Because everyone needs mining stuff. And who is this guy? Of course, I can't talk to him. It is what it is. Now, I'm pretty sure here in a little bit we're going to go on a hunt. But make sure if you want to join the society, go to the society terminal and apply. I will get you in as soon as possible. Um, and grab a starter kit if you're new. Just saying. Yeah. Other than that, you know, a mentor is very important. You're gonna have to try to find somebody. People advertise to be a mentor, and if they do a good job, they'll stick by you like glue. Make sure you learn. Me personally, anybody that needs to be mentored, I think I got a full roster right now, but uh, I'm doing the best I can, trying to teach all the new players that I have accumulated into my society so far. Uh, some of them have deposited a little bit to get the starter pack, and some of them have not. And so I basically flew them to some of the best sweating locations, such as let's move this around. Boreas right here. As you can see, it's pretty a long trip. Boreas is one of the favored sweating positions, but of course, over here you have, I guess, Royal Club. That's another very hot and popular spot. And if I'm not mistaken, over here somewhere, no, over here, Big Industries owned land area number 42 is another hot spot as well, and Nice Place should be right there. It's amazing that I know where all these teleporters are. I can name Oxford Mall, New Oxford, right there. Like, yeah, I've been playing this game for way too long to know all this stuff. And these little island chains right here, I haven't really explored too much of, but I guess I have because I got the teleporters. Another big thing for new players, go out and get these teleporters. If they're not lighting up on your map, that means you need to go there. Okay, so get teleporters, very important. And another big, huge teleporter that you're probably going to want to get is this one right here, which is Twin Peaks. There's two. There's Twin Peaks, and then there's Twin Peaks Mall. All right, so you grab those. Now here's a very nice, popular hotspot that I've noticed, and it looks like I might have to go over to this teleporter to get there. I guess we'll take the televator this time around. And I was actually pretty amazed because whenever you start following around the new players, you kind of get an idea of where they actually end up going, especially if you forgot or anything like that. For all you experienced players, if you forgot or was you made your character before all this new stuff has happened. And that's another thing. It's not only just new players that are coming back. Like there's players that used to play back in the day that are coming back as well, and they're almost clueless. They don't know what's going on, or some of them do. Don't get it twisted. Some of them do, some of them don't. And it's just like being new completely all over again. But this is Fort Sisyphus right here. And apparently they have robot attacks on this fort. And they're all low level. They're like level 3 robots. It's a lot of fun if you want to go in without any armor on and just start pounding and stuff like that. Or if you're new, this place is pretty hot. Trust me on that. So I actually enjoyed doing the little mission. Now, of course, one of my other favorite places to go, and I don't know why. I really don't know why, but it seems that whenever I go there, there's always a robot attack. But if the robots are not attacking Fort Lahar, it is a great place to go kill some Combibos. I love killing Combibos, and I'm afraid to go there because I don't think they've completed the attack yet, or the defense of Fort Lahar. But that's actually another really good place to go. Let's see. I guess we can swing on over to Boreas and check out some of the sweating that's going on there, so you can get an idea of what's going on. Now, here's a bad thing. Sweat prices, we all know it. If you've been playing for a while, sweat prices have gone down to the lowest it's ever been, which is like 1 PED per thousand. Wow, it is dark in here. 1 PED per thousand at the lowest of the lowest end. If you're getting it for any less than that, you're getting ripped off. That's just my opinion, but it's probably along the lines of some fact as well. Wow, it looks like I don't know what's going on. But yes, outside here is where you're going to basically do some sweating. I don't see too many people out here. Actually, yes, I do. It's just really dark. But as you can see, these guys are rocking it out, gathering that sweat. Now, this is why I want to keep reiterating this. Guys, if you have the means to deposit, please do so, because a lot of these new players, they need the moolah to get used to the game and stuff like that, and stuff. I don't know, but of course, if you're in that same boat and you're gonna be sweating anyway, you know, more power to you. It's just, it is what it is. And let's head over to Royal Club. I know that there's some active sweating going on there as well. And unfortunately, I do believe that you might actually have to fly here for the most part. Maybe you can swim. I'm not quite sure. But here's this little area right here. And if you can see on the mini map right there, that is where the sweat circle is located. So, uh-oh. I'm frozen. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. What is going on here? Alright. It's just moving on its own at this point. Yeah, ever since the hurricane, my computer has been doing weird things. I've been getting crashes and stuff like that. Like blue screens, and I guess it's my graphics card. Maybe it's even my motherboard. I don't know what's wrong with it, but things have happened and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But here it is. This is what a sweat circle looks like. And sweat circle etiquette basically requires you to get in a circle around the emblemalax, the how do you say it? Emblemalax. You get around in a circle around this big hulking creature. Now these things actually have a lot of sweat. They don't hit as hard, but they do. And the reason you want to stay in a circle around these things is because, well, it hits random people every so often. I'm pretty sure half of you guys already know this, right? I know that you guys know this. But for those that don't, like, it's very important. So, and if it starts hitting you and if you die, you just have to take the death. Don't run away, because if you run away, you might drag it off into the turret. It dies, and then everyone's going to be looking at you like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? So you just have to take the death. And that much is very true. And hi, sweating guys. Hi. How's it going? And from what I understand from, I came here last night, apparently there's a sweat circle being hosted by, I think it's Space Bum and some of the other people around in this little area. And I think they start at around 2 EU time every day. So check that out if you are interested in getting some of that free money, so to speak. But nothing's really free, because someone has to pay for it eventually. And that's pretty much true. And for right now, I'm just going to show you a little something. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I've been buying a lot of Force Nexus at as cheap as I could get it, but I got a nice little supply of Force Nexus, so I will be buying sweat, but mostly from my society members at this moment. But if they go around asking you if you want to basically sell your sweat to them, I'd do it. I think that's a good idea. So, but yes, we do got a nice little bit of sweat saved up, or not sweat, but Force Nexus. That's it's almost 1,000. Of course, I've bought more than 1,000 over the past couple of days, but yeah, we're gonna be trying to raise that sweat price if we can. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know what might actually happen. Snuffy the Bloated Bat says, "Yo, in the house." word up. And I guess as far as the sweat locations and stuff like that, I will say it again. The starter platinum pack is a really good deal. It really is. I do so very much believe. And let's head over to Cape Corinth because I know that there's something going on there and I want to get in on it. And let's see. I'm gonna see about doing some ghost armor to do it in. Maybe that might be enough. I hope. I hope it will be. So let's put that on. Get it on. Let's get it on. No? There it is. I knew it. It's just being a little bit buggy. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna slap that down and get ready to fly right on over here. Now, another good thing that you might want to invest in if you're starting out, most definitely, is a flying vehicle with the space thruster. It might cost you a little bit to get a hold of something like that, but it shouldn't cost no more than 150 PEDs. Yeah, it's $15 US. So, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. Let's take a look. Market value on a quad wing interceptor. Okay, yeah, maybe it's gonna be like 30 PD. Maybe, I don't know. Well, I don't know what the base price is, but it's not gonna cost too god awful much. It will cost you though. So, but pick something like that up. You're gonna need it. Because getting teleporters is great whenever you can fly yourself, but of course you can always get a taxi. Make sure, if you can, tip your taxi driver, because it's always important. They're using stuff, and if they charging you something, make sure they're not charging too much. But 2, 3, 4, 5 ped, I wouldn't go no further up than 5 PD, but then again, that's all up to you. That's all up to you. I don't know. I don't really use too many taxi services, so let's try to test this bad boy out to see how much damage we can do. Now, just FYI, I don't know if you guys know this, but this little icon right here, that means shared loot. Right there. Not all mobs have it, but if this does, then that means anyone can hit it and anyone can get a little bit of the loot from it. So that's a good plus if you like that sort of thing. I like killing shared loots by myself because then you get all of it, which 155 is not bad. So if anybody has any questions or comments, make sure you make those down below, especially if we're not live right now. But as of right now we are live, but here in a couple of days this won't be live no more. See how that works? It's weird, huh? Oh geez, hi. I didn't see you there, sir. It looks like ghost armor is good enough. I think this is unplated ghost, so I think ghost armor is actually good enough to take some of these off. Now, of course, whenever you're starting out as a new player, you're not going to have a lot of hit points, you're not going to have a lot of weapon skills. Wow, nice loot right there. 16 and 751, you do the math. But that was nice. That was a good loot. But that being said, you're not going to be high enough to really do things too effectively. And here's the thing. There are a lot of people, okay? There's a lot of people out there that will only use the really cheap guns. Like you know, the level 0 guns, okay? They will only use the level 0 guns because it's more economical. Or so to speak, it's more eco. But whenever you do that, you're really limited by what you can actually fight. And I'm just here to tell you that economical can mean actually doing a little bit more ammo burn for extra damage. You just got to make sure that the damage output is good. Vader Gaming says hello, and then he asks, "Yo, what's the best eco armor?" Ew. I really, honestly, I don't really worry too much about echo anything. To be completely fair, I more focus on the whole aspect of: is this going to give me increased skills, or is this going to protect me when it comes down to armor and weapons? You know, is this going to protect me against this mob, or should I go a little bit higher? Because you're always going to be faced with decay cost anyway, be it limited armor or anything like that. But each different well, maybe back in the day this might have applied, but I think it still applies now. Each different armor is going to protect you efficiently against the different monsters. And if you go further up the monster chain, it's not going to protect you that well. So wearing armor should really just be dependent upon what you're fighting. And honestly, having a lot of different armors to choose from to use, you know, is kind of important, because you can use Shogun armor for certain things, you can use Pixie armor for certain things, but that also depends on your evade skills and stuff like that to make it. Evade skills can make even ghost armor economical, okay? Because the armor gets hit, it loses durability, and then you have to repair it. But if you have high evade skills, guess what? You're not going to get hit as often because you're dodging more, thus you're not paying as much. So even Ghost can be economical depending on your evade skills, okay? And of course, everybody knows that I have some limited armor as well. Those are actually really good because it makes you feel like you're not really decaying that much until it's completely almost useless, and then you're like, dang, I have to spend like 200 PD for another armor set. But they last pretty long, you know? Vader Gaming says, unlimited armor. Hunting at Boreas Kerberos and using a sword. Yeah. But the thing is, when it comes down to a lot of things, you know, it really and truthfully, you got to get a feel for it yourself. But you have to do the math yourself because of the different skill levels that you have. You know, like if you have like a high evade skill, anything's at eco when it comes to armor. I mean, let's just be real. But if you don't, you know, yeah, it's gonna protect you a lot. You might not die, and that's what it's there for. It's there for you not to die. That's what armor is pretty much there for. And then you get hit, you still alive, but once you go to that repair terminal, then you die, because then, you know, boom, you're out of money. So yeah, I get it on both ends, but like I said, you just gotta get those skills up. Now, if you have to though, I mean, it's more economical in my opinion to chip in evade skills than it is to actually grow that stuff naturally yourself. Because if you chip in evade skills, then you're gonna have extra evade to be more eco with your armor in general. And you know, for anybody that sells their skills, that's good for me that I just said that. But honestly, buy your evade skills, guys. I mean, it's pretty much a good idea. Vader Gaming says, okay, thanks. Is it expensive to buy evade? It can seem pretty expensive, but you gotta remember you're buying the actual ESI chip, the empty skill implant chip, and you know that already has a good big base cost in markup alone, and we're about to die, and I don't like it. So I mean, and it's not that great of a drop rate. So yeah, and it allows people to cash out their skills, which I'm probably not going to cash out my skills ever. But I might cash out my deeds one day. It won't be anytime soon. Pamela May's here. Hi. She says, I'm sorry if I'm late. I was with friends negotiating with my best friend, Johnny Walker. I know Johnny Walker. He's a good guy. Just saying. It looks like we're doing pretty okay with Ghost right now. And let's check out our repair build on the Ghost armor as it stands right now. 76, and it's protected me quite a lot, but it's still taking a lot of damage. So, but that's 76, and we've already gotten probably a lot more loot. Like, this has been a good loot run so far, in my opinion. But you know, honestly, when it comes down to all that stuff, it's all about this, really. Like, all your losses are skill gains. If you think about it like that, all your losses are skill gains. So if you get more skills, then you do. But I know how it feels. Sometimes you don't want to think that way. You're like, because that pet card's empty, and you're like, well, shoot, I can't hunt anymore until I make another deposit or go sweat for like days to go out for another hunt. But I mean, at least you got the skills. You're a little bit higher level, but you know, like I said, it's either or with this stuff. So I mean, I hope that makes a lot of sense. I love doing this though, I really do, and I'm actually pretty surprised. I like killing the Maffoids, and I guess we got to kill so many extra more. I like Cornus, this Cape Cornus place. Pamela May says, first time I drink in 3 years. I'm so drunk. Can I troll? Smiley face, really big. Just kidding. I never will. Yeah, don't troll me, bro. Oh, no. But yes. Drinking in moderation is for the win. There's nothing wrong with getting drunk every so often. Just saying. All right, come on. I wanna take you out and take your loots. Let's go. Boom. This is not bad hunting, I'm telling you. Now, of course, when it comes down to crafting, all right, I'm gonna tell you guys a little secret, and some people might agree. I think the best way to play this game, honestly, is to do all the professions, really, like crafting, mining, and hunting. Or, you know, at least find something that you can craft. That way, whenever you go out hunting, you'll always have a way to know exactly what you need to hunt for materials. Like some of the basic materials. Or if you need to mine, you just do that. Or, you know what you need to buy. And then, you know, hopefully it's like, but something like that, you know, just being a crafter does take a buku amounts of moolah. At least the way I'm doing it, it takes quite a lot. But if you know what you're crafting, you know what you're gonna go out to go hunt, because sometimes you kind of know what loot's gonna drop. Like, say you need to get some extra things that take animal muscle oil and animal eye oil. Well, there you go. Just go hunt something that does that. Or maybe the robot filter parts or whatever. You know, you gotta go kill some robots for that. Then you can craft with that. Or, you know, you can always just buy it off the auction house. You know, because that's a thing too. In fact, you know, that's really good for the economy, for crafters in general, to do all that stuff. And of course, Yasu, I don't know too much about the clothing market, because as you guys already know, I have my clothes and I don't really change them from my coat to my no shirt to my flame pattern pants that I have. That was a gift, a birthday gift, back in like 2010 probably, something like that, 2009. I'm not quite sure when, but it was a birthday gift, and I actually like that. Amazing stuff. But you know, I see a lot of people, they're just still running around in jumpsuits and stuff like that. You know, it would be better for the economy if you saved up some money and bought an outfit that looks really nice. Just saying, to get some PEDs moving from the market movers themselves, you know. But I mean, that's just opinion, I suppose. I mean, I know everybody. There's a lot of cheap people that play this game. Trust me, I know. There's a lot of cheap people, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to spend money on things that you don't need, really. And cosmetic items and stuff like that are not necessarily a need. It's pretty much a want, you know. But it makes you look good while you're sweating or doing whatever. And that's almost a 10 PED loot right there. Nice. But, I mean, anything that you can do in this game to make a little bit of money, a little bit of Project Entropia dollars, make those dollars, yo. Anything that you can do, try it out, see if it works. Like, I mean, like I've said before, I used to read tarot cards for a little bit of PED whenever I first started out. because I didn't have the money to put into the game that regularly. So that's what I did, you know. And there were people that obliged me and, you know, were interested in it. And I thought that was cool. That's one way. Of course, you can taxi people or just, you know, be really super helpful. There, you know, healers are always in constant need, because there are people that need healers and they are willing to tip you for a job well done. You know, it all really depends. But if you can find another out of the box way of making some PED, you know, go ahead and do that. I mean, there's so many ways to do it, but I mean, the base way to make PED in this game is to deposit. Period, bar none. There's no better way right there. But then again, you know, to make money off of the game, you know, you got to do things for people, or, you know, trading is definitely doing things for people. Do that. That's a good idea, of course. Now, I know a lot of this stuff I've said before, but I mean, we're all trying to pack it all into one nicely packed video. Wow, I just had the biggest brain fart ever. Let's take a look at some of the big monies that are going through. These things are hurting me so much. No, that's a bristle hog pup. I don't want to fight that. All right. So with a lot of that stuff being said, you also want to try to get your hands on some of these deeds, really and truthfully. Get some of these deeds, because in the long run, they're going to help you. And if you ever are in a big pinch and want some PEDs, you can always sell the deeds, honestly. Or you can just hold on to them and try to suck the dividends off of them. Anything really goes. And I know that they are expensive, but, you know, I got a lot of them. And I'm holding on to a lot of them. And hopefully, you know, in the long run, they'll do a little bit more paying off than anything else. Alright, Pamela May says, I also deposited $600 US, so tonight I will be drunk entropia mining with level 13 amps. Nice, nice. Congratulations. And I already know that you're going to hit it big, so congratulations beforehand. I'm not provoking. L13 amps are trash, yeah. I feel you. I do. Wow, these things really do hit hard, though. Even with the ghost armor, I guess we're going to have to make sure we pay a lot of attention. Now, the really interesting things, I can't really tell people exactly what the best things to trade are, but I found that if you trade in crafted items, you can move them from planet to planet without getting looted or anything like that. You can't do that with materials or mining sources or anything like that. But, you know, that's just a little tip right there. If you can get your hands on some actual tangible items. Geez, hello, you just hit me for 35 damage. Pamela May says, look me up on the all-time high list later. I sure will, and I hope that you're on it. But here we go. Yeah, like I said, I can't tell you what to trade in. Trade in actual items, that actually helps. But there are people that need to trade in actual materials and mining resources. Like, especially mining resources. And that's where all the real traders, that's kind of what their bread and butter is. And of course, they give low prices whenever you go to sell to them. Like, I get that. But I mean, if you want to bypass all that, like, the best way to do that is to actually have enough money into the game where you can just keep hunting and keep mining and build your stacks yourself, so you can just go ahead and bypass the traders and sell it yourself. But that requires you to have a little bit more deposited than the other person, you know. But that's just a thought. I mean, I'm sorry. I understand there are some people that have problems real life that they're not able to deposit. I get that, but you know, it's just the name of the game. Like, let's just be real. Now, granted, you can work your butt off sweating and trading and then make a decent amount. There are some people in the sweat circle that say you can't. Trust me, I heard it last night. You can't make money off this game without depositing. And it's like they hate depositors. Or they don't believe that even if you do deposit, you'll make any money off this game. Or anything like that. I don't know. Let's see. Pamela May says, this Russian Uber I know that can craft L13s will give them to me for around 420 PD each. I'm sure you know who. I do not have any idea. I don't talk to many people. It's true. Maybe I need to do a little bit more social networking, and that's another thing you can probably do in this game, is a little bit of social networking, because you never know who it pays to know in this game. Because connections are always good, so it pays to be a friendly person. And you never know which new player is gonna come through and be like, oh crap, you know what? I really get this game. Ends up depositing like several thousands of dollars, and then ends up either making a success of themselves or spreading that money around because they bought a whole bunch of stuff that they didn't need or want, or that they just didn't need in general and just wanted all that stuff. And then that's extra money into the economy, and then next thing you know, everyone else is richer. They're a little bit poorer. You never know. And I hate to say that part right there, but I mean, let's just be real. If you go crazy with your money, you're gonna lose it. So don't go too crazy on stuff that it's not gonna do anything for you, unless it's like cosmetic or anything like that, or you know that you need it, or anything like that. Just do your research on things before you buy them. Like when it comes down to, like, say my Sleipnir, let's take this out. It's an unlimited Sleipnir. Like, I paid 1,300 PD for it. I knew I didn't need it, but I wanted it because it's unlimited. And then whenever they offered to buy it back for a higher price, I was like, no, because I really wanted it. So, I mean, it just all depends. Like, if you're going to even get a lot of good use out of something, if you know you're going to use it and to its fullest, it's going to be useful to you, or it's just going to be one of those pieces that you can actually go around and brag about, go ahead and do it. But don't buy useless things, because that will get your ped card drained faster than anything else. This is some very important advice. But, I mean, advice is what it is. But, you never know who you're talking to whenever you meet somebody new in this game. And networking is just as important as anything else. It looks like we are running out of ammo, unfortunately. Pamela May says, I've deposited so much I don't even care anymore. Just don't deposit what you can't afford. That is true too. If you know that you have rent due on the 1st or on the 5th, don't spend all your money in Entropia on the 1st. Like, just don't do it. Take care of your obligations, and this game is for fun above all else. And yes, you can make money in this game, yes. But unless you have a solid plan on how that's going to happen, and you're just playing for fun, then, be careful with what you do, honestly. But if you have a good solid plan on what you want to do, then yeah, go all in, see if it works. If it doesn't, make sure you tell people, yeah, I messed up. Oh wait, that was the wrong kind of ammo, wasn't it? Oh geez, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh, hurry up, buy the ammo. Now heal. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Alright, I think we're good now. I think. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? No, switch back over. Weapon, go. Go, 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 go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Dying here, guys. But yes. Don't deposit what you can't afford. Very important. And remember that, you know, when everything's said, and I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. There was no way around it. It was a big red damage sign right there. I just knew it. I had my hands crossed and everything. You know what? We're going to just go ahead and instantaneously revive. Pamela May says, I know a person who got kicked out of his house for Entropia. His name was John Jacobs. Is that true? Don't tell me that was true. Stop it. Stop it, Pamela May. Don't say it. Alright. I have rezzed up. And since you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back. There's no way around it. Don't make me put on my Perseus. And don't kill me either. That's just, all of that's just a bad idea right now. Maffoid. I'd be really interested if we get a Hoff out of this whole situation. I think that would be great. Big shout out to everybody that watches me on YouTube, guys. Thank you so very much. Just want to throw that out there right in the middle of this video. Like, thank you. It does mean a lot. I think it's really cool whenever people walk up to me at random and be like, "Oh my God, it's you!" I'm like, yeah, it's me. It's definitely me. It's like, I watch your video. Thank you for watching my videos. It really does mean a lot. No joke, no lie. Like, thank you a lot. And yes, I'm going to keep making content for this game because I love this game. I've always really loved it, and I'm really glad that, you know, I'm able to play it, and able to play it at the level of where I'm at right now. Able to, like, regularly deposit, regularly play, and all that. I think it's actually pretty cool. Pamela May says, "Why are you killing punies?" These are not punies. These are level 23 Maffoid berserkers. These are the big ones. Now the punies over at Camp Icarus are actually pretty fun to kill too. Like, I'm not gonna lie. And they can get pretty decent loot, and the skill gains on these Maffoids are really, really good. I don't know what's going on. Go for the Fifoids. Lately, young Fifoid are hitting Hoffs like more than waves. I might look into something like that. But it's the Maffoid event. I want to kill these things. Jeez, they're killing me instead, though. They're attacking me like I'm gonna give them loot. Like, what's up with that? Get some! Other than that, I really don't know what all else to talk about. Other than make sure, if you're very new to this game, pick up all your quests. All the hunting quests. There's like a ton of them. Like, literally a ton of them. Like, take a look and you can see. It's all the hunting challenges. Get those, because even if you can't get them, kill these big old things, just get them anyway. It's worth it. Make sure you grab your mining challenges, and you never know what's going to drop for you. Let's just be real. All right, I'm tired of taking damage. We're gonna switch over to Perseus. That's right. Oh, you're talking about the young Fifox. I don't even know where those are. There's still a lot that I need to learn, like mob locations and all that stuff. I don't go out exploring as much as I should. But, you know, maybe I'll go do some more exploring and find some new things to kill, new places to go, and I'll record all of it. But I really do love this game. It's so exciting sometimes. Especially whenever you get the big old Hall of Fames. It's pretty amazing. And in case you guys are wanting to look into it, it looks like Arcadia Underground went with single day payouts, and the Arcadia Moon paid out. Yes. Oh yeah, by the way, I did manage to pick up another 20 Arcadia Moon deeds. I'm not going to tell you guys to buy them without buying them myself. So, like, definitely make sure you pick up some of those, because the more of you guys that do, the faster these things are going to be tradable. That way we can find out exactly how much these bad boys are worth. Like, let's just be real. And of course, everyone really does need to make sure they skill up. And for those that can afford it, go up to the higher level weapons. Don't, like I said before, there are some people out there that all they do is just hold on to the level 0 weapons and then, you know, talk about, oh, this is just more economical this way. But all you can fight is the low level stuff. But to some people, you know, that's their thing. They're happy just going and getting the punies slayed and stuff like that. So that's fine. I mean, that's definitely a thing. Hey, oh ho! Look at that. We got a good loot. 1680 and 1360, and that dude's unreachable. So we're not going to mess with him. What is moving around so much? All right, we'll just go over here. Seems safe. Pamela May says, you should get a mini sweeper. You have the skills for it. I don't have the money for it right now. Well, I might have them. I have certain plans right now in place that basically require me to put my money elsewhere. That much is the truth. Fortunately, as of right now, I have my guns covered. I don't have to buy any more guns for a while. At least the R Matrix series, because I can just craft them myself. I have a lot of stuff like that. So I'm in no real big hurry to pick up anything unlimited, but... Oh, Pamela May says, I forgot to ask you how your auction breaking is going. I'm pretty sure everyone is selling L30s are pretty mad. Actually, anything less than a 15 I put up on the market. Anything higher than that, I'm matching the full retail price, because those things are actually... It makes more sense to sell them that way. It really does. Because it does cost quite a pretty penny to craft those things. Trust me. I know. So all the L30... there are a few extras on the market. Don't get it twisted. There are a few extras on the market. But as far as it goes, as of right now, weapons such as this right here, the LP10, as you can see, markups have dropped to just about 112% with bid only. So we have actually been getting a little bit of extra money from that. And I noticed that it was, some of them actually went to a reseller, I would assume, or someone that just plans on using them. Vader Gaming says, and selling Force Nexus by any chance? No, I'm keeping that Force Nexus for myself, because I'm buying sweat from my society members at a top secret price that I can't tell anybody. Vader Pamela says, oh, so what else is here? I must shut up. No, keep making comments. You have no idea. Like, if you're live and you make comments, or if you're just making comments in general, even if it's not live, if you make comments down below, all of that actually helps me out as a YouTube creator, and every like on the video helps me out, because it pushes it to more people, and they're able to watch and stuff like that. But here we go, right here. Let's take a... Uh-oh, I think the weapons broke. It was about time anyway. It's a good thing we have this. As you can see right here, we'll look at the past week. Sales have gone up because of the increased number, and the sales trend, the markup trend, has started to dip a little bit lower. That's me, guys. That's my doing. Of course, someone actually sold one at full price of like 120%. So that's buyout. So, you know, some people don't want to wait, and they will grab that stuff really quick. I know I still need a mini sweeper, Pamela May. I know. I might look into it in the future. But, like I said, if you have plans in this game, you can go all in and see if it works out. Sometimes plans don't work out the way you want them to, and that much is true. But, you know, that's just the nature of the beast. Wow, 44.1% damage on me wearing Perseus. I'm gonna hurt you once I get to you. Once I take out your friend, you're next, sir. You right there. I'm gonna get you. You want to buy sweat by any chance? You share price? I don't know. But I am pretty happy with these Maffoids. They're way too big though. Like size wise. Level wise, they're kind of just right. I wonder if I can actually take out some of the higher level ones, but that would probably just tear my armor up just a little bit too much. But what am I saying? I think I don't know if you noticed this, but we have all this stuff up here. Let me just show you my mentor registration. Alright, sorry, we're going to be releasing some names here. Alright, I'm just going to show you the difference between people with starter packs, platinum starter packs, to people without. These are my two people with the starter packs. They bought the starter packs, and look at that. They're already at like 9%. They started like maybe 2 days ago. That's when they got them, and they're already that far. And some of these red ones, it's taking them a little bit while longer. Of course, some people, they join the game, they play the game, they leave the game, and that's something that the Entropia Universe community, which is pretty much us, especially the ones that have been playing for a while, it's our job to, you know, teach these guys. In my opinion, it's our job to teach these guys, you know, all the options that they have available to them. Encourage depositing. Like, honestly, you got to encourage depositing, not just for the economy's sake, but for their own sakes. And, you know, for those that cannot, you know, try to get them to sweat if possible. I know sweat prices are pretty low, and, you know, once you start buying a little bit of sweat, then they're probably gonna like be like, oh, I can sell sweat to this person, they're gonna pay me this. So then they start buying all the sweat from everyone else, then trying to sell it to you, and they come back to you with like 100k sweat, like, here's all the sweat I have, and you're sitting there like, I only have like 90 PD, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, stuff like that does happen. But I mean, you can't really blame them, because, you know, but it is the fact that, you know, you gotta teach people about, you know, the economy, and most of the money that gets made is through the other players. You can't really count on Mindark to drop that global on your head and be like, oh, you're rich now. No, it sometimes it does take a little bit of work, and, you know, a little bit of haggling and all this stuff with trading, and or just, you know, playing to have fun, not even worrying about the money aspect at all. You know, you just go in and just play, and then throw your stuff on the auction house, be like, oh, I don't care. You know, and just, you know, each person has their own different way of playing this game. But, you know, each person, you know, they might not know all the basics or anything like that, or some don't care, some do care, and some care way too much, and there's so many different types of people that play this game. But, you know, information is power, and basic knowledge is also power. And, you know, making sure that these new players know some of that basic information, it's important. You know, especially when it comes down to the economy. You know, learning how to use the auction house is probably like a very good thing to do. You know, honestly, we should probably go cover something like that, but I'd rather stick that around in the beginning of a video, to be fair, because, you know, some people stop watching after a certain point, you know. But to those that have gotten this far in the video, days from now after it goes live, thank you very much for the support. You are the awesomeness. And I know that there are a few people out there that do that, and I really do thank you for that. But some people, they only watch like a little bit of time, and this, that, and the other. I'm making longer videos now because, well, live streaming it actually works out that way. But I'm probably going to be making some shorter videos in the future. You know, I'm going to make all kinds, you know, short videos, or the standard YouTube 10-minute videos. The ones with the 2 advertisements in them. Because, well, yeah, it is what it is. Pamela May says, I have to refill my lime whiskey. Don't global without me. Go fill that up, and hopefully this 30-second delay will allow you to. Ooh, that's not global, but that's still 8 PED. 8 PED is 8 PED, guys. Remember that. And let's see. You're trying to trade trade lately and sweat while doing it. That's the way to do it, Vader. That is definitely the way. Vader Gaming says, is 25% too high to change mentor? I would like you as mine, Lorespade or Pamela. Well, if you're planning on being in the game long term, you know, it's never too high, but I mean, because eventually you'll be able to get it. But if your mentor is definitely not helping you out, then that's completely on you. But I wouldn't take you as a mentee if he's actually trying, you know, but honestly, like when it comes down to it, like sometimes I know that there is a reward that you get for mentoring a new player, and if that's all you're after, you are horrible. Like, I'm just gonna throw that out there. You're horrible. I'm sorry. If it's not true, then I'm sorry. But you really do got to try to teach your disciples about the game. That's why most of the disciples that I have are in my society, and I'm doing my best to keep them active and, you know, help them out and get them their teleporters, fly them to Boreas myself, you know, all this stuff, and try to help them out as much as I can. But big but here. Huge butt. Shoot, I was too focused on butts. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm not really interested in the rewards because I deposit regularly. Like, the rewards, they're probably just gonna give me some hunter mentor armor or something like that, and stuff that I'm probably not gonna use. Or anything like that. I just really want to make sure that I focus in on the players, try to keep them in the game, because we all know, everybody knows this, that the player retention rate is low. Is that MindArc's fault? Not completely. Not completely. It's because the nature of the game itself. You know, like, a lot of people are like, where do I get ammo? Oh wait, I gotta deposit money. That you already lost that person, you know, in some cases. But if people understand, like, yeah, this is a real cash economy, that, let me explain how that actually works. Everything takes money, and that's kind of like, nah. But I mean, anything that you can teach somebody, you know, it has to happen, you know. I want a global. I want, hey, 3556. That's not bad. Pamela May says, by the way, you're the best Entropia streamer because you talk a lot. Most of the Twitch Ubers don't even say hi. The one you hunted with once talks a lot. Serial Overdrive. He's a cool content maker too. And, you know, some of the things I really like about Serial Overdrive, and I'm going to tell you one thing I don't like about him. And I'm going to tie it both into it. He's a non-depositor. That's right. I like the guy because he doesn't deposit. And I don't like the guy because he doesn't deposit. Wrap that around your head. Which means he's an alright guy. Like, from what I understand, he used to be a trader. He used to trade a lot. I guess he used to sweat as well. And then he managed to get himself a whole bunch of Calypso land deeds while they were at a low price just through trading. Now he can pretty much, he can play this game without having to put anything into it. And I respect the guy for that. But whenever he's like, you know, he was like, don't buy the Arcadia Moon deeds because it's a scam. I was like, no, dude, no, that's not the way to think. It's not the way to think. But, you know, you can kind of get an idea of a non-depositor versus a depositor, like, really quick. And that's where me and him diverge. Like, I am a depositor. I encourage people to deposit because that's the way I know. But he's a non-depositor. He's going to give you a lot better advice on not depositing, you know. And I really think listening to the both of us, you know, you can really get a really good idea of how to play Entropia. The cheap side and the, well, let's see if we could do something good right here, you know? And when it comes down to all the Ubers that don't talk, I don't know what to say about those guys. I mean, they have a lot of information in their heads that they could be sharing, but, you know, or not. I mean, sometimes it's really all about that money. Like, let's just be real. But let's see. Yeah. Serial Overdrive is a pretty awesome dude. I watch his videos myself. You know, sometimes he gives me ideas. I'm like, well, maybe I should probably wait like at least 2 weeks before I steal his idea. But you know, Palome says depositing is the heart of the game. I think, yeah, it really. Well, I mean, if you think about it, if no one was depositing, this game would die. Like 100%, this game would die, because then there would be no one paying the non-depositors anything, and then where would we be? You know, that's why I like to say, yo, support the game a little bit, and give them a little bit of your money. You know, every so often. You know, at your own pace. You don't have to like go completely crazy, but if there's something you really want, throw a couple bucks in the game. Get it. You know, you want to hunt for a little while, and you just don't want. Go. It's not a scam. Put a little bit of money into it. You'll be fine. You know, you don't have to subscribe to the non-depositing thing. Like, I know that there is a certain amount of honor involved in, well, I didn't deposit and now I'm a success. You don't have to think completely like that. You can put a little money in. It's not really a big deal. Like, it is what it is. I mean, you have fun at your own, on your own, like on your own dime. You know, that's pretty important too. You know, like, people gotta deposit. People can sweat too. You could do both. You know, like, nothing's stopping you from doing both. Like, you can deposit, buy some Force Nexus, then you can sweat the entire time, and then next thing you know, whenever you go to sell that Mind Essence, you've just made a profit off of buying the Force Nexus with your own money, and then boom, you sweat for the markup, pretty much, and then there you go. You can do something like that. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. You know, so having a balance between both worlds is probably a even better idea, honestly, in my opinion. You know, so yeah. Panel May says, I used to sweat in 2007. It was good, yes, but nowadays, yeah, from what I understand, back in the day, it used to be like 10 PD per K, but that was back before this bad boy stuff right here. Boom. All of the synthetic Mind Essence, once they put that into the game, sweat prices started going downhill, and it probably had to happen like that, but I really think that they really do need to. Well, maybe it's not even a question of making more blueprints or anything that takes sweat. You know, I don't think it's completely like that, but you know, maybe making more avenues for sweat to go. To be used for might actually help out a little bit. But when it comes down to crafters or people converting Force Nexus and Sweat to Mind Essence, you know, it really is about those couple of PECs of whatever, and plus the refining cost itself. You know, it's all that stuff together. You know, everybody's trying to, you know, cut corners, try to get cheap, be cheap. You know, what we need, I believe, in this game is a little bit more money injected into the system. But, you know, there are some areas of the world that can't, or some players in some areas of the world that just can't do it. And then there's some areas like my room that can definitely throw some money at Entropia. Like, but to each their own. Everyone has to move at their own pace, and you know, I just hope that any of my actions that I do for this game actually helps someone else out in some small way. Be it me selling items at lower like bid only on the market, so a reseller can basically buy them for a little bit cheaper, then try to sell it for full retail or anything like that. They're making a little bit of money. I made my little bit of money. It's two people just and then of course the person that actually uses the gun, etc., etc. That's economies are really complex because let's see. I probably spent like over $200 or more buying the materials used to make the guns themselves from person A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so they got paid and a little bit in markup. I make the thing. I might have gotten a little crafting globe or something like that. I made a little bit of money. Then I sell it for lower, and then somebody picks it up, and then they sell it for higher. That all of that, just economy. And sometimes you can't really do that unless there's enough money flowing in the system. Which is also why I am like, hey, there's new players entering the game. Make sure every last one of them is helped, because you never know who could be the next buyer of your whatever you have to sell, And it is what it is. Pamela May says, my cat cut my headphones. Womp womp. But you're funny without voice. Oh God, no. No. No, I want to loot it. No, get back here. Did you even loot anything? I guess not. Alright, it looks like we are coming up on the end of this hunt. I hope that this has been entertaining, informative, and etc., etc. I'm starting with the long form of the outro right now. Just remember, if you're a new player, picking up the starter package in the Entropia web shop, description, link in the description below. It's going to stay there. Pick one up. It really does help a lot. Why is this thing shocking me? I don't like it. My old video from Eve. Yes, it blew up my ship. Just going to throw this out there. We're going to run back over to Cape Horn and we're going to do the ending calculations as what most people do. And I find it to be actually a good idea. Maybe we'll get a globe off this guy. Let's kill these things first. Oh, one shot kills. Bristle hogs. No, bristle hogs. They're so cute, but then they die. Womp womp. Hey, 327. Alright, where are we going? Alright, we're moving. I don't play Eve as much. Pamela May asked me, do you still play? I don't play Eve as much, but I do log on every once in a while just to check all the things I'm selling. Where are we going? Where is the thing? Right here? Oh, geez. That's further away than I thought. We might have to fly. There. Oh, no. There we go. Yeah, but I don't play Eve as much, but I still every once in a while I'll log in. But, guys, it's coming to a close. It's about over. It's about over because I only like to keep these things to at least around under at least an hour and 30 minutes for, time's sake and stuff like that. But I'm very sorry. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. If anything in this video has caught your attention and you want to make a comment about it, please do so. Make sure you hit that bell because you never know. I might come out with a video at 3 in the morning and interrupt your sleep. I do that too. I don't have a bedtime, so I work whenever I can. But hit that bell and you might be notified the next time I go live if YouTube's doing their job. Next hunt, I don't know. Everything's random. Everything's random. But make sure you help out the new players, guys. It's really important. Really, really, really important. Because they are the future of Entropia. And let's see. Our repair terminal says we are paying a total of $24.28. Guaranteed, most of it's coming out of this weapon right here. Let's see, mostly because of the Megaton. Yep, there it is. That's a lot right there. Well, a little bit of repair bills never hurt nobody. Wait, we didn't actually repair. Yes, I pay to play. And all that money was just given to Mindark. That's pretty cool. Pamela May says Vader disliked because he's new. It's okay. Dislikes work too, unfortunately. But I always question, why did somebody dislike? Do they not like me? I do that sometimes. But then I'm like, wow, I can't believe it. Somebody actually put that on. Alright, so what we got right here? Almost 4. Yeah, there. Ooh, nice. And let's see. I guess we should probably throw that into the mix as well. Aside from the repair bill, I think we did pretty good. I mean, of course you're going to pay to play, but I mean, it is what it is. But, I mean, at least we got at least a little bit of something. I actually don't want any more ammo. Go away, ammo. I'm going to convert my shrapnel. And guys, just FYI, shrapnel, just convert it. Convert it to ammo. You get more ammo out of that if you do that. You get more ammo. It's true. Alright. Like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. Do it all. Do it all. Be kind to your fellow noobs. And like I said before, the cult of Lorespade is recruiting. Just go to the society terminal. If you want to join, click to join. However that works. And I'll get you into the society. Until next time, good luck. Have fun. And may Luteus be with Utius. Sure, why not? Bye.